Hello and welcome to this week's issue of BRN United. I'm delighted to have join me this week Reverend Brian Harrison. Brian is the pastor at the East Shore Baptist Church here in Harrisburg, and Brian was just elected to serve as the president of our executive board. So welcome, Brian.
Good to be here, Stan.
As I mentioned, Brian pastors the East Shore Baptist Church, and it's the church where I'm a member, and so I'm pleased to have my pastor join me today. So, Brian, how long have you been at East Shore? Because you came from Florida, and how long have you been at East Shore?
I've actually been in East Shore Baptist Church for a little over 14 years.
14
I
years,
came
yeah.
here in April 2002, and by the way, when I came here, I was told by a dear pastor friend in Florida I'd need a new doctor, a dentist, and a shrink. But I actually love Pennsylvania. It's a great place.
Other than your choice of collegiate teams, yeah, you're okay. You can't see a shirt that says Ohio State. Now, Brian, so you've been at East Shore for 14 years, and of course you served in Florida before here. What gives you the greatest joy as a pastor?
The greatest joy for me, Stan, is seeing spiritual transformation. I know sometimes it may be a trite phrase, but I really do love to see when the light of Christ comes on in a person's heart, they get the reality of what it means to be a follower of Christ, and they start living it out. That to me is it's huge. It just jazzes me up. That is what gets me up in the morning.
Wow, that's great. Now, I know because I'm a member at East Shore that our church is very, very busy. We're involved in ministry in the city of Harrisburg. We've been involved in several church plants, involved in a truck stop. And there's a lot of things we're doing. We're a busy church, and you're a busy pastor. Why would you give time to be a part of something like a state convention executive board?
Other than being a glutton for punishment? Seriously, I believe in our convention. I believe in what we're doing. I believe that the statement that we can do more together than we can do alone really applies. Granted, we serve our community, but there's something to be said by partnering with other pastors and rubbing shoulders with other men of God and just partnering to build and advance this kingdom that God has given us. I am excited by what I see going on in Pennsylvania, South Jersey. Just in these 14 plus years I've been here, I've seen great changes. I've seen Pennsylvania take a lead, even in the national scene for the Southern Baptist Convention. And I am really blessed to be a part of that, and to be a part of the executive board, to be a part of the BRN is, to me, it's a huge blessing. I didn't think so initially. I thought, oh no, one more thing to do. But I have really, really been blessed to be a part of it.
And Brian, in addition to East Shore historically sharing members that have been leaders, and East Shore has been the home for many of our staff through the years. East Shore consistently is one of the leading cooperative program giving churches, and we are very, very grateful for the commitment of our church to missions involvement as well as missions giving. Now, Brian, as the president of our executive board, you are in a unique position to kind of help shape and guide the direction of our convention. So, as you step into the role as president of our board, what would be some of the hopes or expectations or maybe goals that you might have as we enter in this, because we're still in transition, awaiting the new executive director? Kind of share some of your heart about that.
Well, I'm very excited I'm disappointed that you're stepping down, because you've been a good friend, and I've really seen some amazing things happen, again, in the time that I've been here.
Now, you'll still have to put up with Linda and I as a member, but that's another
this
story.
Is true. But you do send your check, yes. No, but for me, there's an excitement about what the future holds, and I do know the next candidate, and I'm very excited about that. But I really want to see us continue what we've begun. The emphasis on church planting, the emphasis on healthy churches, the emphasis on, that we have a missional engagement. I mean, this stuff is good. And I want to see us continue advancing God's kingdom in our churches in Pennsylvania, South Jersey. I really believe there's going to come a day, and there already is a day, but I think it's going to be a continued day when people are going to look and say, well, what's Pennsylvania, South Jersey doing? Because we want to be like them. And this is not an easy place to minister in, but I think we're getting the job done, little by little, step by step, but we're getting it done.
Well, thank you, Brian, for joining us this week, and I hope you've enjoyed getting to know some of our newly elected leaders. In the coming weeks, I'll be interviewing some of our other elected leaders, including the new elected president of our convention. So thank you for joining us for this week's Berean United, and look forward to talking to you next week.
Thank you.